Similar to Germans and farming simulators, we could convince anyone in the world that they absolutely have to kill 1,000 regular boars over and over again for basically no reward or meaningful advancement in their life. It's amazing. If you like designing elaborate, wonderful worlds, open planned landscapes and fantastic stories, then you'd make a terrible MMO developer. If you like copy-pasting the same thing over and over again 1 million times, then congratulations, have I got a job for you. You're going to love this game. So today we're going to be creating a brand new MMO game using this game, and then we're going to be selling it to people for fantastic profits. Now, we technically did this before. I've live streamed this game and we created the wonderful world of Queen's Quest, an MMO set to simulate the entire life of Great Britain, where the first starting quest in the game was to go and harvest tea, and the level 1 starting enemies were all coffee beans. Trust me, it was a glorious game, but there was one issue. We made a game of creativeness, of joy and happiness. Today, we throw that out the window and we make games the way EA designed it to be. And trust me, EA just works. So we're going to make a game entirely focused on revenue. And to assist us in that goal and making sure we create the greatest thing possible, I shall be doing what all good EA developers do by drinking large copious quantities of gin and tonics before starting actual work. Consequently, the end product will be an incoherent nightmare mess, but it shall be a game. Right, now let us make our game. World of Guilds, no. Guardian of Swords, no. These are terrible names. Instead, we shall create the game of Scam Art Online. It's going to be amazing. We're going to put these nice swords as a logo. Oh, it'll be perfect. Right, next, what kind of MMO do we want to make? Naturally, we're making a story game. Why is this? You get flight paths. Flight paths, amazing. I'll explain later. And then when it comes to actually allocating our points for this game, we currently have a large amount of bonuses to theming and exploration. We're going to throw the rest of it into advertising because we need advertising to make money. Trust me, it's perfectly balanced. And without further ado, let us create the wonderful world of Scam Art Online. Brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a brand new world created just for us to enjoy and create. It's Scam Art Online. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at this. 2 completely and utterly separate continents. We can probably charge people £700 to move from this continent to the next. It's perfect. Now, this is our world. We need to populate this world with our glorious video game. It's going to start simple and then grow nice and complicated. You know what? I think we should start it off right down here in the bottom corner of the map. We're going to have our starting region of Scam Zone 1. And what we're going to do is design an MMO like no other. You see, most MMOs are all about level progression, and that makes complete and utter logical sense. However, we're going to throw all of that out of the window by instead creating the weirdest design in the universe. For a start, monsters are going to give basically no XP. How many quests will it take to go from level 1 to 2? It's not going to take 10 quests, it's going to take 100. That's right. Our aim is to make the slowest game imaginable so that basically no one is ever going to leave level 1. That way, we don't have to actually design the rest of the game, and if people do eventually leave level 1, it's going to cost them. Now, we're going to purchase this first area as our main starting zone, and then we'll create a zone 2 over here. But of course, pro tip, if you're ever designing an MMO, players need to move from one zone to the next, but there's a great big mountain in the way that they can't traverse. However, we can allow them to traverse using incredibly expensive flight paths. That's right, we placed this bad boy down here. It costs us 4,000 to build, but what can we do? We can say that this bad boy costs real world money to use, and it's going to cost you £1,000 to use the floaty bird to leave the level 1 starter zone. That's right, you're buying this game for $40, but you're going to need to spend £1,000 to leave level 1. It's perfect. Next up, we actually need to design the starting area. We have this really cool setup here, where I think it'll be perfect to allow people to enter, and so we'll then have some nice monsters for them to fight over here, but for the most part, we'll have lots of nice fun inns on a main road, and then just a large amount of things to fight off. Right, and perfect. I think we now have our first little settlement set up. Now, when it comes to our first enemy that all of our level 1 scrub-nubs are going to have to fight, we're going to not use crocodiles or bears or kobolds. No, we're going to actually create our own enemy. Our first level 1 enemy is, of course, going to be none other than evil business Pingu, a very angry businessman-like penguin. Naturally, we're going to make them really, really difficult to kill. We can make them slow, but just absolute tanks that are going to be an absolute nightmare to kill. Now it's time for us to spawn all of these amazing Dapper Pingus for us to fight. Right, now we've probably decorated up our lovely, amazing Dapper Penguin area, but naturally, every Dapper Penguin area needs some kind of boss. So we're going to have an evil business penguin mini-boss. This is going to be kind of like a first paying players. Now, when I say paying players, I mean they've actually paid to be here. Because if we take a look at the sales side of things, it costs £40 to buy this MMO, and once you've bought it, you then have to pay a £10 a month subscription fee. Fantastic. Now, it's going to take quite a while before people actually subscribe up to our MMO, so we're going to have to do some advertising, and that's basically where we're going to be spending the remainder of all of our money. So we're going to start a magazine advertising campaign, a website advertising campaign, and a game exposition advertising campaign. This is going to leave us with no money whatsoever, but it's okay because we can just summon money out of thin air. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to temporarily crank up the purchase price of this game from 40 to 400, because now if someone wants to buy this game, it's going to cost them £400. And are they going to buy this game? Maybe. Here's why. We've just started a whole bunch of amazing advertising campaigns, and who doesn't want to buy a game that they've seen advertised to them? Come on, surely someone will buy this game. Please. It's amazing. You know you want to. Don't make me crank down the sales game. Okay, fine. I understand we need more than 6 players. We're going to convince people to play this game. Fine. I'll lower the price to 40. Are you happy? Best be happy. Until we get kind of around about 100 subscribers, it's going to take us a while to get this ball rolling, because generally word of mouth is how we're going to be spreading lovely news of our game. But already our first few players are in, and they're going to be picking up their first request to go and murder giant fleets of penguins for basically no reward. Oh, and I think we just had our first player die, actually. Yep, our first player just straight up died over here. They killed one penguin and then they died. Perfect, this is how I like it. I think this is our player. He is ever so slightly frustrated at the moment. How could you possibly be frustrated, friend? Okay, he's just upset that he keeps dying. Well, look, it's not my fault that the penguins you're fighting have insane quantities of health, okay? Okay, I suppose maybe I can nerf the penguins. Fine. After a single person has requested it, we're nerfing the penguins. Alright, there we have it. Penguins are dead. How amazing. Our first player has reached level 2. He's reached level 2. He's only murdered like one thing. What the heck? How is he on level 2 already? I need to rebalance this game. That's not okay. He's not allowed to have level 2 yet. Right, here it is. Kills per level. Perfect. Let's go to me. 200 kills per level. That makes a lot more sense now. Also counter the raid, lower the health of the enemies, a little bit easier to kill, but everyone does need to 100. Come increase the price. Oh yes, we're going to increase the price because we're going to have 1,000 subscribers by the end of this first day. That's a lot of people, but we can have more. Oh yes, we can have so much more. I can't believe also just how much money we're making from all of the users using this cheaper respawn point. It is incredible. They're just willing to throw £10 to just respawn slightly closer to the combat field. It is amazing. This is the best thing. This guy just paid £10 to spawn in. He picks up his stuff, spawns in, and then is immediately going to get ganked by the penguins. Dies, pays £10, spawns in. Guess what? He's going to go immediately straight back on over here. Look at him come beelining straight back in, and then he dies again, and he pays £10. This guy spent £30 just to respawn and be killed by the same penguin over and over again. It's perfect. Oh my goodness, they should make me a game designer. I mean, admittedly, most of my games would probably be barred by the Geneva Conventions for actually engaging in psychological warfare practices, but still, they should let me make video games. They'd be amazing, really profitable. I'll tell you what, if I ever do make a video game, I need to allow my community to invest, because I know that you guys are 100% certain that in the very least, whilst I might not make a good video game, I can make a very profitable video game, because money is something I'm very good at making. Oh my goodness, look at them, they just keep spawning in and dying, and then coming back and dying over and over again, occasionally killing one penguin. But guess what? I'm sorry, killing one penguin is not progress, my friends. No. There is only one person who is level 2, the legendary Chewgasm, who's technically logged out at the moment. Oh, and also, by the way, fun fact, in order to log out in this game, you need to log out at an inn. That's right, you need to log out at an inn. But guess what? It costs money to log out. This game is literally Sword Out Online. You know how in Sword Out Online, in order to technically leave the game, you had to die? Well, in this game, you need to effectively kill your bank account by going and paying money to actually log out at the local inn. Otherwise, you have to play forever, continuously paying the endless subscription fee until the end of time. It's beautiful. Now this is how to make money. Truly how to make glorious money. Right, well, our first day is almost over and we have made a copious quantity of cash. I'll tell you what, we can probably actually improve this game even further, because one fun fact, people like the games based on the scenery they have. So when you add in more scenery, naturally people like the games more. So how can you cheese this? Well, it's called an auto-clicker, ladies and gentlemen, and seeing as most of these plants only cost £10 to place, we're going to place down a gigantic quantity of them, where people are going to just love this bit of scenery. Guess what, we can even do one right on the other side, and we can even do one over here. Perfect stuff. Look at this beautiful scenery we're creating for our game. Absolutely majestic stuff. Beautiful game design. 11 out of 10. Well, we actually get to upgrade. Ah, yes, because that's right. Upgrades are based on the amount of scenery objects you have in your game, not actually off of anything else. Naturally, we just want to actually improve the ability of our advertising campaigns, because advertising is all that matters. Well, so far, people are absolutely loving our game. This has gone splendidly well for us. And we've now just entered into day 2. Perfect. Now, as you can see, we have 1,600 people currently playing our game, an endless stream of new people just spawning in just to see what this is like. So naturally, we need to get money out of them. How do we do this? Well, it's quite simple. We're increasing the cost of the game. We're going into the sales section. This game is no longer going to be £40 to purchase. No. The game is now £1,000 to purchase. You want to play this game? £1,000. Let's see who is the next sucker to purchase our game. And there we go. Someone just walked in. Bam. £1,000. Another person just walked in. Another. Look at them come in. More of them are spawning in. Oh my goodness. So many more people are spawning in. Yes. Money. Oh my goodness. We've tapped into the Star Citizen crowd. Perfect. A streamer has connected. A streamer called Kitten Purple. Lovely. Let us mark them and make sure they enjoy their time here. Oh, this is fantastic. Honestly, our MMO has now just become Star Citizen. It's entirely a really nice tech demo of one starting area with a whole bunch of shiny scenery objects that cost you £1,000 to enter. And if you want to progress even further towards the late game content, well, that's going to cost you £1,000 to ride on the Birdie Bird. But of course, in order to actually ride on the Birdie Bird, you would have technically needed to kill 100 penguins, which is a lot of penguins. Anyway, I want to actually level up to the next region very soon, so it's time for more scenery objects, ladies and gentlemen. As I'm going to place down a whole bunch of logs over here. Ooh, look at these logs. There we go. Look at the server version just increasing. And we're ready to upgrade. Perfect. Okay, we're now going to unlock parties. I think parties is a good idea. Yes, we're going to add parties. Lovely. This is going to allow everyone to group up and murder penguins at an incredible rate. Parties can now be formed to streamline the penguin murdering process, as players now group up and die en masse at this glorious respawn point, which has made us so much money. Oh my goodness. Had 150 users yesterday, 66 users today. This is insane. Imagine being the peasant that just uses the regular respawn point. Pathetic. This in-app people spend over £5,000 on day 1 just to use the easiest inn to the field of combat. This is insane. Absolutely insane. And I didn't realise, but this inn over here was charging people £100. Okay, let's lower that to 10. I can't believe that this inn was charging £100 for people to log in and out of the game. Okay, we can calm that down. Oh my goodness, we now have £300,000 in the bank. It is this easy to make MMOs. We've only gained more subscribers. More people are playing this game than ever before, and it is now costing them £1,000 to just buy it. This is ridiculous. This is perfection. Happiness in the game has actually gone up. People have enjoyed this game more now that it costs £1,000. Now that the peasants can't gain access to this game, it's my favourite game in the universe. Oh yes. Clarence, fetch me my bank card. I've got a game to play. Oh my goodness. goodness. Right, our streamer has disconnected. Did they have fun? Seems they had a good time. Yay! Estimated extra subscribers 500. That's amazing. If we get 500 more subscribers, that's £500,000. That would be insane. I love breaking video games. Now, of course, remember, ladies and gentlemen, this game is early access, and consequently balancing is not exactly present, but soon it will be. One day, eventually. But until then, we're going to be cheesing this to its maximum. Now, one thing people are saying about the evil business Pingu Zone is that its beauty is relatively medium. So what can we do about that? Well, we can improve the beauty of the Penguin Zone by creating gigantic pillars of ice every few inches just to crank up that scenery score even further. That's right, this entire zone shall be encased in a glorious ball of ice and death. Now let's see what that scenery score looks like. Oh, 5.5, very high. Good. Oh, we can upgrade even further. More to the advertising. Good, release. Crank up that advertising. We've got 2,000 subscribers now. This is beautiful. Let's get even more scenery in these nice little bushes. They don't take up much space. Some pumpkins, lovely. More other little bushes. Just a whole bunch of benches. Why not? Let's get some benches in there. These weird skull totems. It's going to be a very messy, eclectic zone, but honestly, people are going to love it. Oh, some random spike traps everywhere. Perfect stuff. Look at this fantastic house the zone looking now. High beauty. Good stuff indeed. I'm just going to place a bajillion rocks right here because, I mean, I've got infinite money for rocks. So I'm just going to hold down my mouse button, place even more rocks into this just zone of infinite rocks. Because apparently rocks have no collision on them, meaning I can place as many as I like. Right, all of those rocks down. Ah, high beauty. It's perfect. Look at this zone. I mean, it is a zone of something. Maybe not necessarily beauty, but it is something. Anyway, once again, we'll just increase our advertising capabilities. You know, I think it's probably time that we actually pay off our starting loan, because why not? Bam, repay loan. We've done it. Money is now ours. We now have fiscal freedom. I'll tell you what we can do. We can actually crank down the subscription fee probably to 0, because let's be honest, we don't really need to get money off of the subscription at this point. We just get money off of people dying. The subscription is purely optional. Dead bodies are what truly fund this game. Oh my goodness, people are ganking the Giga Pingu now. This is insane. I thought Giga Pingu was meant to be a challenge, but you're just getting absolutely murked continuously. Oh, poor Giga Pingu. Like, people are actually running out of space for the inn, so I guess I need to place down a brand new inn right out once again on the front lines. But actually, I could just place an entire inn right in the middle of the zone. Okay, I'm going to put an inn right here, right in the middle of the combat zone. This one is going to offer for real money just £10, a faster way of logging out of the game when you rage quit for dying to the same Pingu a bajillion times. Oh, and also, seeing as players are now in parties and are able to kill the Pingus a bit faster, I think it only makes natural sense that we make the Pingus just a little bit more difficult. Honestly, I could make this game free to play and just live entirely off of the profit margins that we're gaining from this incredible respawn point. It is absolutely ridiculous, but it's just so goddamn profitable. It's amazing, I love it. Right, now that we've made the Pingus just a little bit harder, this is fantastic. Basically, the more difficult we make the enemies, the better it is for us, because it ultimately means more people are dying, and every time someone dies, we just get £10 out of thin air. It's perfect. Now, you see, some games are pay to win. This is a true skill-based game, okay? It's not pay to win, provided you've already paid the £1,000 to buy the game, and secondly, you just pay when you die. So if you don't die, you don't really have to spend that much money, okay? Oh my goodness, look at how far some people are off of leveling. They're like a quarter of the way there. This is insane. This person has been playing for ages. He's played for 1 hour in total. But actually, no, he's played for more than 1 hour. He's played for basically 1 day. My goodness. Okay, this guy's mad. He's played for 1 day and 18 hours, and all he has to show for it is that he's now a quarter of the way to actually getting to level 2. Oh dear, what awaits him at level 2? Well, it's just some crocodiles, really. Oh, just some crocodiles. Let's do a quick check just to see if anyone is actually cheating, because I don't know why you cheated this game, but look at that, some people have actually cheated. Speed hacks. Imagine speed hacking in a game where you basically can't progress anyway. Right, banned. There you go. Cheaters never prosper, you know, except when they're me. I've prospered quite fine from cheating, I've got to be honest. Oh my goodness, look at all of these cheaters. An item tuber. How dare he? Right, all 3 of these players banned. Lil Pump enemies of the zone. A gigantic swarm of chickens. And also, this region is overloaded because we have so many players online. Well, this is fantastic news. This is just a sign of lots of new players because we cracked down the price. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to boost this region entirely. We're going to need to build ourselves a server so that more players can actually play here. And then also crack on down another uplink node. Right, splendid stuff. Right, I've now handcrafted the Gigapingo area. Oh, we can actually also upgrade our game. We can unlock guilds or friends lists. Actually, we can just enable PvP duels. This is a fantastic idea. I mean, ultimately, PvP duels are just going to end up with people murdering each other. And every time people die, we make money. So we're going to enable PvP. And now in our brand new Gigapingo area, we're going to also set up 2 brand new inns. This one is going to cost you £10 to register at. And this respawn point over here is going to cost you 100 real world pounds to actually respawn at. It's perfect. We've got a nice quantity of Giga chickens out here that you have to actually murder. Like our first mini boss, Megacock. He's certainly going to be quite intimidating. And then we have our other field boss over here, Monster Cock. These two bosses are going to hopefully murder so many players that we're going to be able to generate a copious quantity of money. It should be fantastic. And already some new players are running on over here to see what all of the new content is. I'm just going to quickly customize some of these quests. This first mission is going to all be about going to this inn and spending £10 and it is your actual home. And this mission can go be to kill the Monster Cock. There you go. Strong arm Monster Cock and each of you Megacock. These are not good quest names. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, I'm starting to see that a couple of people are dying. This is a fantastic sign. Money will be made. Lots of money shall be made here. Oh, fantastic. Look at all the new players we're wandering around. There are like 800 players online at the moment. This is incredible. We're making money from them. Lovely, lovely, lovely money. Still no one has actually managed to achieve level 2 other than our first original player. I'm also going to build a small outpost over here where we can have some NPC guards, just to stand around and actually help the adventurers if they're struggling to win. There you go, a couple of fun guards here. Maybe even get a scout trader around here. Yes, that's a splendid idea. We can even upgrade our game even further. Right, let us improve advertising even more. And seeing as advertising is being improved and the game is doing fantastic, I think it's naturally only time that we increase the price of the game again. That's right, we're cranking it right back on up to 1,000 because I mean, look at all of the positive buzz of the game. So much positive online buzz. I still don't get why people are purchasing this game, but honestly, we only need like 5 people to purchase this game each hour, and we're going to be able to run this game forever. The operating costs of running an MMO ridiculously cheap, it turns out. And if people are willing to spend £1,000 on this game, then fantastic. They can go and kill 1 million chickens for all I care. Good for them. We're still yet to see anyone reach level 2. As soon as someone naturally reaches level 2 after killing 200 chickens or penguins, that's when I'm going to be truly happy. Look at this, a beautiful day in our glorious MMO. We've only gone and done it. Scam Art Online has made £2 million. It has made me a filthy, filthy millionaire, and my goodness, is it glorious. And best of all, we can upgrade to the next version. In this version, we shall improve the fluff, and we'll just release it straight away. You know what, actually, I'm just going to grind this out to create the greatest MMO in the universe. And seeing as scenery is all it takes to level up, well, that's all I'll do. I'll place down 100 bits of scenery. So just spam down my auto-clicker like so. And next version, upgrade. We're going to add in a friends list. There we go. Bam, people are going to love that feature. And now we're going to add in even more items, because why not just whack on even more of them? We're in version 4 at the moment. That's how amazing we are. And bam, immediate next upgrade. Improve the theming and fluff. We're going to create the greatest themed game. All off of these single bushes that I am spamming down over and over again. We're now getting a 30% boost to theming just off of all of our items that we've spammed everywhere. This is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. We have design art. We can even do it once more. And we're going to version 4.4. These bushes only cost us £10 to place, and yet their yields are incredible. Think of all of the money we're able to make. We're going to add in some world history just for fun, some more fluff. And oh my goodness, we got the big 5. Oh, that's right, we're in version 5. Oh, it's amazing. Oh my goodness, it's so fantastic. Version 5.3. This version is just our greatest version we've ever created. We're doing such a fantastic job of making so much money. You know what? I think we should create the greatest MMO in the universe, and the best way to do that is making good value for money. And since we have 2 million in the bank and we're never going to go bankrupt, let's just make this game free to play. Bam, the game is now free. We should now see a relatively large increase in players coming into the server. And oh my goodness, here they come, ladies and gentlemen. The unwashed hordes of free-to-play players ready to throw themselves in my beautiful universe. The fact with PvP jobs is also going to massively increase the money we're making, because basically every time you die in PvP combat, you have to respawn, but of course you pay money when you respawn. It's basically a pay-to-die situation. Oh, and also people are now using the £1,000 mega bird to fly to the next zone. What's in the next zone? It's just crocodiles, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing else. It's crocodiles and another really expensive inn. In fact, 2 really expensive inns. Look at them. This one's already full up. Guess what? You also have to pay to leave this area. Oh, it's amazing. We've done a fantastic job here. Oh my goodness, someone's done it. Someone else hit level 2. 3 people are at level 2. Oh my goodness, people have actually hit level 2. How have they done this? Let me discover these players. Oh my goodness. Right, well, we found him, ladies and gentlemen. This is the legendary Irin. Oh my goodness. He is one of our level 2 players. This man has almost 2 days inside of our game. What What an incredible being. They've killed so many chickens and penguins, they're probably on some kind of watch list. My goodness, what an incredible universe we've created. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the wonderful look into Scam Art Online, the greatest and most profitable MMO in the known universe. If you'd like to invest in my Scam Art Online Kickstarter, then make sure to like the video and hop on down into the comment section and repeat the very important shareholder phrase of Scam Art Online is not a scam, invest now. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. As always, a massive thank you to
nature reels are going viral nowadays all over the internet, especially on Instagram. This faceless Instagram account has gained over 400,000 subscribers in just a few months and is making thousands of dollars every month. I will show everything with proof of how they are making thousands of dollars with this account. The best part of this niche is that you can make a similar video in just a few minutes without spending much time on a script and voiceover. You just need three things: a collection of prompts, text-to-image AI, and image-to-video AI. I have created a list of the best prompts to generate amazing images. But please forget this for now, because if you skip this video, you won't be able to generate similar images with these prompts. Your results will not be the same. You need to know some tricks. Also, you won't be able to learn how to make money with a similar account, and you will miss some valuable information to make at least $5,000 per month with these videos. So please
to. We just needed some air. Look, there he goes flying around all happy and smiley and not going to the earth, and he's flying closer to the sun. He's going to the sea. He's flying into the sun. How the fuck did you bring me back? Stop killing yourself! Bring me back!
You and how bad is your luck that you'd rather throw yourself into the sun?
Having to be Superman all the time, when the whole world relies on you, when the whole world calls out your name when they need you. I don't get an off switch. That was the one time in my life I knew peace. Just for a slight amount of time. I finally knew what it was like to rest. And maybe that's selfish of me. That's a heavy weight on your shoulders, Superman. Anyone could understand. Also, there's heaven. It's like a Kryptonian heaven. I think we're like God's chosen or something.
Why didn't you start with that?
It's a lie. It's one roller coaster. It's a long line. I'm assuming it filled up when the planet blew up, but it's cool. It's kind of like King the Car from Six Flags. If you remember King the